Hey guys, welcome to this week's Hot or Not Thursday. We are playing with things that are sparkly, which is my absolute favorite thing to do in life, really. I'm attracted to glitter like nobody's business. So when I saw that Urban Decay launched a cream version of the Moondust formula, if you're not familiar with Moondust, it's a shadow that is super, super glittery. It's been a favorite of mine for a very, very long time. I have a lot of the individuals. They came out with a palette. The only drawback with that formula is you definitely need to use some type of a glitter glue or a sticky base on the eye. Otherwise, you will have a lot of fallout. But that's a small price to pay because it is really just like pa-pow. Lots of shimmer, lots of shine. It definitely makes a statement and I love that. They come with a applicator that's similar to kind of a more precise combo of like a liquid liner wand and a lip brush. It's kind of somewhere in between there. So you get a nice applicator. You could use this as a liner that's very, very glittery, or you can just paint the lid with it. I think this is a cool product. It's not just a typical doe foot applicator. It's not in a pot. So we're gonna go through the colors. I definitely have pros and cons. I definitely think some formulas on different colors are better than others. And I'm gonna walk you through how I like to use them, where I had problems using them, and just how I feel about this new launch. I love glitter, shiny, we know that, so I have a soft spot already for this product. Just looking at it makes me happy, but I have a few tips and tricks and things that I want to say about it. I feel like a lot of companies are launching more metallic, shimmery type products in a tube. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the Touch and Soul, which I raved about. I called it like a hot, hot, hot must-have metallic cream shadow. That formula is very different than this, so I want to start out there and say that the Touch and Soul is more creamy metallic, and then you have the option to use a loose pigment that's very chunky and glittery with it. This is everything kind of rolled into one. It is very glittery. It is a little bit chunky, but when I say chunky, that sounds like it's a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, it has texture to it. It's not going to be completely smooth, but it is going to grab light. It is going to be very reflective. I'm wearing two shades right now. And there are definite benefits to that if you like that kind of a look. So again, lots of pros and cons. There are 8 shades. These are $22. You get 0.5 grams. So I'm swatching my hand to see what color goes with like the whole makeup theme, you know? And I left this on here just to show you guys, look, it's not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere. This is like very budge proof. I do want to say that I started playing with these before I read any reviews. That's typically my thing because I want to see how I feel about a product before being swayed by somebody else's opinion. But I was on Sephora.com kind of gathering some more information, and I was really surprised because the reviews are very hit or miss. They're either like 5 stars, love this product, changing the game, using it all the time, or 1 star, I hate this product. It was streaky, it wasn't what I expected, I returned them. It wasn't even just like there's no middle ground on this item, so I feel this is going to be a very personal product where either you love it or you don't love it so much. So definitely go to Sephora, go to Ulta, go swatch these on your hand, see how you feel about the texture in person, but I'm gonna give you the lowdown on everything I can through this video. So let's just start with the colors that I love so much. This is pretty typical. I apologize. I know. Hey, let me love on the neutrals. The fact that these are neutrals is not why I love these two so much. It's the formula is the smoothest. So my 2 favorites are Spacetime and Zap. Spacetime is very even in pigmentation. You don't see any skin through. You don't see any gaps in color. It's not streaky. You could definitely use this on top of a liner. You could use this all over the lid. It's just a beautiful metallic shade. This one has a little bit of golden micro glitter. It's almost like a green toned golden micro glitter. So it's a really beautiful color. It's not chunky glitter. Some of the other shades that we're gonna get to are a little bit more textured. This is more smooth and metallic out of the bunch. I really love it, and these do wear all day long. From my experience, there's no creasing, and unless you are rubbing at your eye, there's no fallout either. Zap is my other favorite. Now online it shows it being much more gold. This, in my opinion, is a very true bronze shade. This one has a micro glitter in here that is almost the same shade as what you get in the liquid. So it's not like there's a difference in color, there's just a difference in the reflect. So this is just a beautiful, beautiful shade. This is the easiest one to wear in my opinion. You can just, you know, plop this all over the lid, pat it out, and you have something really metallic and pretty and shiny. Throw on some mascara and you're out the door. The three that are your chunky monkeys, the three that are just like a little bit gritty, you can feel the grittiness, are these guys right here. We have the shade Recharged, Solstice, and Chemtrail. Start with Solstice. This has teal micro glitter in here and it is beautiful. However, with this one, you definitely want to go like this with the bottle, because in my experience, I have found that when you take it out and go straight to the eyelid, which is what you would do with this type of an applicator, a lot of the oil and the base is going to be there. So you're gonna have a very clear base with a little bit of the color, and you don't want that. What you want is full color. So what I also do is I really kind of mix the wand around in there, and then I would go to apply. This shade is not as vibrant as I would want. I wish that it was just a little more neon, a little more like bright pink, like maybe a little more bright pink reflex. I don't know. This is just not my favorite color. I don't think it looks very flattering on me. It's a little too muted down for what it is. So that's just my take on Solstice. And then I am wearing today Chemtrail. This one has a lot of texture to it. If you were to look very close up at my eye right now that it has dried down, you would see there are little bumps, but I'm okay with that just because it's reflecting the light so beautifully. It's not opaque. You can see skin through. So if you want to build it up, you are going to deal with it being a little bit textured and chunky. Shoot, why is that the word of the video? Obviously, because of the brightness, this makes a fabulous inner corner highlight as well, but it's a beautiful color. It's beautiful. I mean, I know that my eyes are going to stay looking like this all day long. So long as I'm not like rubbing things around, it's going to stay put like this and I don't have to worry about it until I wash my face off at night. If you specifically want that kind of icy glitter type of a look, then you might really enjoy this. There are good things about it. Moving on. I also mixed in on my lid today this shade, Recharged. This is a really interesting shade. It's that golden kind of pinky shade. Same thing, it's not completely opaque on the skin. So you are gonna deal with your skin or whatever shadow you have underneath popping through. Depending on the look that you're going for, that might be a good thing, it might not be a good thing. So that's just a heads up. You can easily mix all of these shades together. What I always do, and you guys are so sick of like seeing this thing, hearing about this thing, but I always use a glass palette. When I'm traveling, I will even take a glass cup from the hotel, tip it upside down. I always use glass as a palette, and you can actually mix these shades together and kind of customize a look that you find perfect. So for today, I customized my own shade with these two, and I think it's really pretty. Then we have the darker shades. This is Vega. It is beautiful. I would definitely recommend putting a navy shadow underneath if you're going for like a navy smoky metallic eye, which I feel like that's what this shade wants to be. It just wants to be really, you know, all over the lid and pow in your face and in a really good sparkly, beautiful way. But I think that you definitely need something underneath this. It's not like you're going to paint this on the lid, pat it in, and be happy with how it looks, because you will see skin underneath. However, I also want to say that if you want to use something like this on top of a black liner, beautiful, so beautiful. I'll show you right now. So this is just going to give a little bit of life to that black liner. You can layer this on top. It's not going to take over, but it's just going to give that sparkle and shine and attract light to your liner. And if you want that type of a thing where you want kind of an indigo blue type of a cool extra accent, this is a really fun way to take your liner up a notch. So I do really like this one, but again, with specific layering and ways of wearing it. I don't like it on its own. Okay, now same thing with this guy right here, Zodiac. This color is so beautiful and unique and gorgeous. It is a gunmetal that has teal. It's so beautiful. It's really, really stunning. But again, you do want something underneath. When you paint this all over the lid and pat it in, it's not as opaque as you want it to be. Like looking in the tube, you want that opaqueness, and layering it up, it does get a little bit uneven and bumpy in texture. So long as you know that going in with these, I think that you will enjoy them. But if you go in thinking that like, this is the one step and you're gonna just, you know, pile this on the lid and call it a day, with the darker shades, it's not gonna work out. With the lighter shades, you can totally do that, but the deeper ones are a little bit trickier. This shade right here, Magnetic, is kind of walking the line of being able to put it on the lid all alone and then be on your way, but I still think it's prettier with something layered underneath. That's just my opinion with the deeper shades. You're free to feel however you want to feel, because it's makeup and we all have our opinions of what we think looks good. My hand is so swatched and pretty right now. All right, I also want to mention, and I wasn't going to mention this because I really haven't played around with it, so this is not like a hot or not, this is just me showing you something new because we're talking about Urban Decay, so why not? They brought out these lip palettes. Look how gorgeous the packaging is. Okay, you open this up. It says lipstick is my vice, and you get an actual lip palette, and in here you get a lip brush that is retractable. You don't have to pull a lid off or anything. It literally just, bam, opens up like so. And I am wearing the shade Safe Word today. I love it. The formula is beautiful. It is matte, creamy. I don't know that these are all matte. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're not, but this is just a gorgeous palette. This is called the Vice Lipstick Palette, and I'm in love. I'm digging it. So I will play around with this more and keep you updated, but so far I think that this is an awesome new launch of theirs. They also recently launched brushes. Urban Decay has launched so much new stuff, so much cool new stuff, so I'm continuing to try it out, and I will let you guys know as I discover more things that I really, really enjoy and love. But I know a lot of you guys were curious about these cream Moondust shadows. They were the one thing that really like kind of zeroed me in because I already know I love the Moondust pressed eyeshadow. And there you have it. Leave me comments below. Let me know what your favorite shade was, because maybe I can do some type of a snap tutorial, or I really want to get into doing Instagram tutorials. I'm just very motivated to play with makeup right now. I spent 2 weeks of my life on an island with no makeup, which was fabulous. But now that I took that break, I'm just like, bring me the glitter. So let me know what you want to see, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Mwah.